Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Monotony Monopoly. I'm going to flip the camera and angle you down so that you can see the board. But today, we're doing like a hybrid. We're doing a cross between Monotony and the game Risk. First, let me show you the box for Risk. It's beautiful. Oh my God, the craftsmanship on this game Risk. We're not going to use the box. We're not going to use the board, which is gorgeous. But we are going to use the cards and the troops from this game. I bought this and I have all the pieces. What we're going to do is, even though we're using the troops and the cards and the die from the game Risk, we're actually going to turn around and use the game board for, wait for it, Monopoly. Now, I don't have all the pieces to these Monopolies. In fact, in this household, in my sister's house, there's like 4 different types of Monopoly game. One for Fortnite Monopoly as well. Monopoly apparently has a monopoly on Monopoly. But we are going to use some of its game pieces. And its community chest and chance cards. Now, I don't know what's going to happen during this game. Let me angle you down and show you. And then we'll introduce you to the players who've decided to play World War II on Monopoly. Okay? All right. We have Dave from Dubuque as Hitler. We have Joe from Peoria playing for Russia and its holdings. And for the United Kingdom, we have Neville. Elvis Presley has the GI Blues for the United States of America. We have Bob from Torrington, Wyoming, playing for, obviously, Japan. Out of Shreveport, Louisiana, we've got Gino playing for Italy. Lorraine from Huntsville, Alabama, is playing for Spain. Boy, is she really playing it up for Spain. Okay, well, it looks like Dave, playing for Germany, has a few more pieces on than he's supposed to. He's not supposed to have that per the Versailles Treaty. But let me go ahead. It's not his role anyway. It's Japan's role, so I'm going to roll for Japan and take a look at that and see what happens there. All right, let's see. Figure out the spaces that Japan needs to be at. Okay. And it looks like, oh my God, Japan is attacking China. Oh, and winged the United States at the same time. What is happening here? Okay, Japan is invading China. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. Had a lot more spaces that Japan could have gone to, but chose to wing the United States, and I'm going to check with the United States to see if they want to do anything about it. So, United States, do you want to roll? No? No roll. Okay, gotcha. The United States says no roll, and no. Okay, well, the League of Nations is going to do squad, so it is Italy's roll. Let's see what Italy does with its roll. But before we do that, let's go ahead and give China the opportunity to roll to protect itself and ask if anyone wants to help protect China. We already know, like I said no go. China's on their own. So let's see what we got going here. Okay, here we go. It looks like Germany has brought out its Panzer tank, submarine, and something else that's really weird and gross. He's not supposed to have any of this. Okay, well, he has chosen to attack, actually, just sort of march on into Austria. Anybody want to do anything about this? These cards are kind of useless. Nobody's playing by the rules. I think Dave has gotten everybody off on the wrong foot by not playing by the rules. So what do we need? The cards are just in the way. And apparently Dave needs the room for his equipment. So we're just going to clear out some of that stuff and see what Dave has planned. Looks to me a bit like nobody wants to defend. Nobody wants to defend. They're like, hey, Austria's kind of Germany anyway, right? I mean, that's what Dave's been saying anyhow. And so let's see what, okay, without rolling. Holy cow, Dave has just invaded Czechoslovakia. This is getting kind of crazy, Dave. And Dave now is like occupying Czechoslovakia and looks like a couple of other little countries there. He's, France and England have just sent out emergency services to see what they're going to do. Let's see what France and England... Oh, they're putting up putting up some road hazard cones and signage, warning Dave not to touch Poland. If you mess with Poland, apparently you mess with England and France. And yes, that's what it is. They are keep off the grass sign, sort of, making it very clear to Germany to stay out of Poland, or they're going to declare war. So we'll see if Dave listens to this. Now the emergency personnel are coming off the field of battle to resume play. They signed a non-aggression pact. Germany and England did, so roll to see who wants to defend. Well, no, they signed a non-aggression pact, so it doesn't matter. Here we go. Roll to see who does what, and I have a feeling, a very bad feeling. Yep, Dave has just pooed all over the non-aggression pact. He's pooed all over it, and he is now completely and utterly in Poland. Not good. And I see some of the Poles and the Czechs are in the little jail over there. Just take a look at that pact. Meaningless. Completely meaningless. This game is just out of control. It's just a bunch of bull Huey. Dave is messing up the whole game. And look, he signed an agreement with Russia. They're not going to be angry at each other, but they are going to split Poland, I bet you anything. Stalin really wants to split Poland here. Also, if he does it, he leaves himself really exposed to the Nazis, who are adamantly opposed to socialism or communism or whatever we want to call it. And this game has suddenly gotten very, very dirty as well as messy. Yeah, Stalin is on the other side of Poland. Okay, then. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. Germany has ruined his pact agreement, and I'm seeing quite a few of those Eastern Europeans from Poland and Czechoslovakia in that little jail. Not liking that one bit. This game is getting a little dark. Wait a minute. France is out. Okay. England is out. I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to. I think they're going to sign a declaration of war against Germany. I'm having trouble seeing what's being written, but I think it is. It's a declaration of war against Germany by France and the UK. And the action has definitely began to pick up here on the European side, ladies and gentlemen. And Germany's reaction is to, okay, sinking a British merchant ship with a U-boat. Okie dokie. That's very grown up of you, Dave. Let's get a reaction from Neville of the British. And he's teed off. Can't say that I blame him. Really can't. And yet still polite. Love the Brits. And now let's see what's going. Okay. I'm gonna roll all the dice. That's so Dave. And what's Dave doing? Okay, Dave is attacking Finland. A little bit of an overkill there. He's gonna occupy Finland. I'm sure he has his reasons for what he's doing, but it's kind of crazy. Dave is crazy. So I don't know what's gonna happen next because nobody's even using the die, right? The cards are out. The dice are out. The dice are out. Everything is just out. All the rules out the window. This game is getting out of control. So as we wait to see what happens next, a response. Looks like Italy is okay. Well, something's going on. France. Italy's declared war on France. It looks to me like I'm gonna attack. You think this? What is happening? I'm not entirely sure. France. Oh my God. What in the heck? England declare war on Germany. No, it's the Soviet Union non-aggressive pact, maybe. No, it's war. Italy declares war on France and Italy. No, France and the UK. So Italy's mad at France and the UK. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm stumbling over my words, but this has just gotten bananas. I can barely see the field. What's going on here? Okay. I think a bomb was dropped on England. See what kind of response we get from Rome, from Italy. Not a lot. A little chest pounding, a little head bobbing, but yeah, no guilt there. No guilt there. Okay. Here comes, oh, that's Britain sinking the Bismarck alligator. Bismarck alligator has been sunk by Britain. And, they're so polite, the Brits. I'm shocked that they just went out there and did that. I wonder what the next move is going to be because, well, nobody's using the cards or the dice. Okay. He's throwing troops and other things at Africa. He's fighting Germany in Africa. Let's see what Dave's reaction is. Dave's reaction is to stomp on even more countries. Okay, he just has that whole side of the board now. He's got the whole side of the board. I sense that we're going to have to take a break soon or things are going to get really, really bad. And Look like something's being signed here. Something's being written. I think it's between the Soviet Union and Japan. I can't quite be sure. Maybe not. Let's see what. Well, that's yes, it's a non-aggressive pact between the Soviet Union and Japan. You know, Joe is really surprising me a lot. He is signing more papers than he is shooting bullets, and I just did not expect that. I thought of Joe as more of a scrapper, to be honest. I thought of more as a fighting type. Okay, here. And Germany's just attacking Russia, throwing everything it has at Russia. Let's see what Russia's response is going to be. Probably not to roll the dice. Well, first, don't know why there's money on the table. I'm going to throw that out. But ripping up that non-aggressive pact, they had an agreement, if you'll remember. Joe and Germany. Joe had an agreement with Germany. Let's see, something else is going to happen. It's going to be action-packed, I'm sure. Whatever, because things really are ratcheting up quite a bit. The tension is almost palatable here. Oh, no, Joe's writing something else. What's he writing now? Okay, this is between Joe and England. Joe's just made friends with England, or England's just made friends with Joe. Kind of an interesting turn of events, and we need to take a break. But before we take a break, let's check in with the Soviet Union, who, although not the prettiest girl at the dance, definitely is a busy girl at the dance with more partners than, gosh, a working girl at a convention in New Orleans. So I'm taking a little break while I clean up the board. Feel better, feel good.